Alternative Radio.
Texas History Lessons presents an occasional daily dose of Texas history with your host, Michael.
On April 23rd, 1936, about 100 years after Texas won its independence, Roy Kelton Orbison was born in Vernon, Texas. For y'all that don't have the map of Texas tattooed on your brain, Vernon is up in Wilbarger County near the Red River, about 50 miles west of Wichita Falls. If you don't know where Wichita Falls is, then God bless you, get a map. And one of my favorite history professors in college, Hunt Tooley, was from Vernon too. Not sure when his birthday is, and I'm not sure whether Dr. Tooley was an Orbison fan or not, but I can pretty confidently say that Mr. Orbison was one of the great singers and songwriters to hail from Texas, and he was and still is loved by thousands and thousands of people. One thing I should point out that I did not know. I always thought Mr. Orbison was blind. He was famous for having the dark sunglasses on and all that, and as it turns out, he was not blind. But he did have very, 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 very bad eyesight. Roy Orbison grew up in Wink, Texas, which is even more west than Vernon. And so Wink is way out there in Winkler County near Monahans and Pecos. About 100 miles southeast of Carlsbad. It's easier to give a reference to a New Mexico town to show you how far west it is than here in Texas. He got his first guitar when he was about 6 years old, and since then music was a central part of his life. And Roy started his first band, the Wink Westerners, there when he was attending Wink High School. After high school, Roy attended North Texas State College for a while in Denton, Texas. Since we're talking about geography, that's just north of Dallas and Fort Worth in Denton County on I-35. And North Texas State College is now the University of North Texas, and they have a world-famous music program. But he didn't stay there for the full term. Instead, he ended up going to Odessa Junior College. And it was in Odessa the Wink Westerners changed their name to the Teen Kings. I'm not sure which of those names I like better. Wink Westerners would have lasted longer, possibly. They were going to grow out of that Teen King phase, but nevertheless, it didn't matter because Teen Kings is not what Roy Orbison is known for. He and they had their first hit after he left college in 1956. The song is Ooby Dooby, and it was released by none other than the legendary Sun Records. You know, Sun Records, the Sun Records. They were the company that also released music by some people you might have heard of: Elvis Presley, Charlie Rich, Jerry Lee Lewis, Carl Perkins, and the man Johnny Cash, to name a few. Put in perspective, Sun Records is kind of like an early version of 301 Productions with its current lineup of great Texas musicians. Roy went on to have several hits. 22 Orbison singles reached the Billboard Top 40 between 1960 and 1966, and he wrote or co-wrote almost all of his top 10 hits, including Only the Lonely, that came out in 1960, Running Scared, 1961, Crying, that beautiful song, in 1961 also, In Dreams in 1963, and Oh Pretty Woman in 1964. And folks, if you haven't heard one of these or any Roy Orbison songs, then, to put it politely, you need to crawl out of the rock you've been under and get a little culture. Your ears will thank you. Also, because of his greatness, Orbison was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame, the Songwriters Hall of Fame, and Musicians Hall of Fame and Museum. He also was recognized with a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award, along with actually winning 5 Grammys for his work. He co-founded the supergroup The Traveling Wilburys in 1988 with George Harrison, Bob Dylan, Tom Petty, and Jeff Lynne. But sadly, Orbison died of a heart attack in December 1988 at age 52, a month before the release of his song You Got It. It was his first hit to reach the U.S. and U.K. top 10 in nearly 25 years. So here's to the memory of Texas great Roy Orbison, born April 23rd, 1936 in Vernon, Texas. Treat yourself a little bit today. Go listen to a couple of his songs.